All right, pretty chaotic scene here on 7 Mile and Myers. This is where the chase ended. The 2-year-old is okay, taken to Children's Hospital. Suspect in custody. He's also being checked out. And we have the suspect's sister here. And basically she's telling me that the baby looks up to her brother and that he would never do anything to harm the baby. And again, a pretty chaotic scene here right now. You see the suspects, Grady Lamar Barrett's black pickup truck, which was the description given in the Amber Alert. And it crashed right there. Another vehicle is rolled over right here. Lots of police on the scene, state police involved in the chase. Also, all right, okay, she's taking a call, but we're gonna grab her in just a minute. Again, that is the suspect's sister, who says that he would do nothing to harm the baby. He says, or she says, that he and his girlfriend, the baby's mother, have a rocky relationship, on again, off again, but they, still maintain a relationship. Again, we're finding out that the baby was not taken at gunpoint. Police are now telling us a machete was used to take the baby from the home. But again, the sister is saying that he did not kidnap the baby. She kind of blamed the police, and I said, well, why would a call be reported to the police of a kidnapping? And she didn't know the answer to that. We're expecting another update from Detroit police at any moment now. Trying to get you a little closer look at this Ohio vehicle, I believe, was parked. Detroit police told me that the suspect was initially spotted near the Ohio border. So this has been a long chase. We know that the chase took us along the Southfield Freeway into Dearborn, and then back here to Detroit. They believe that the suspects were trying to figure out exactly where to go, and well, this is where they ended up. 2 people taken into custody. The suspect, Grady Lamar Barrett, 42 years old, as well as a woman who was also in the car. Amazingly, no catastrophic injuries here. The baby was taken to Children's Hospital, and she's expected to be okay. Last check we got from the Detroit Police Department is that the baby and the mother had not been reunited yet. That was probably about 5 or 10 minutes ago. See if we can find the sister again. Looks like she took off. But I'll have more of what the suspect's sister had to say in my live shot at 10:30 on WWJ News Radio 950. See if we can get a little bit of a different angle. A lot of people have gathered. This is right outside the Home Depot, if you're familiar with 7 Mile and Myers. Now that vehicle that's flipped over was parked. State police used what they call a maneuver. Oh, I forgot what they call it, but where they actually bumped the car and able to make it kind of swerve and stop. And it came to stop in the lawn of Oak Point Senior Care and Rehab Center. The tow trucks are lining up now, but it looks like at least 2 parked cars were damaged in this crash. The suspect's vehicle is up on the grass there. people up on rooftops now. All right, they're about to rope off this area. As I said, lots of police here on the scene. Detroit police, state police. That's amazing that, you know, no one was really seriously hurt in this crash, especially that 2-year-old baby. She is expected to be okay. And the 2-year-old was taken to the Children's Hospital. And I think we're about to get another update right now.
To answer that earlier question about the other vehicles,
real quickly, and then we'll move on.
So they have Ohio license plates. We do not believe that they are law enforcement vehicles. At least that
we
one
have another.
over on its side.
We have an update, Sergeant.
We'll get that question right now.
Yes.
The other vehicles there on scene, those are not part of. They're not law enforcement. They're already parked here on the street. Is that correct?
Correct.
So at least 2 other vehicles
So there
damaged.
You go. There's that
Yes,
question. To release when you more information. But you know, this
LaValley's going to do the update.
Long day. We went over to where.
We're going to have Valley, we'll have FBI agent Mike McGlinnan here, and state police to stand with them, just to kind of give an overall summary of what took place, and then where we're going from here.
Okay, excellent. All right, here we go, folks. Getting some more information now.
Well, we're about to get this update right now, and here's the child, and we have the police deputy chief of Detroit here with us.
All right, I just wanted to give a quick update. There's not a whole lot to update on, except let you know that everybody's been conveyed to the hospitals. At this point, like I said before, there's no catastrophic injuries to anybody. We're checking out the child that was in the car very closely, make sure that there's no injuries, having a doctor look at the child. At this point, we're going to assign the case to the Southeastern Michigan Trafficking and Exploitation Crimes Task Force. It's a task force that DPD, Michigan State Police, FBI participate in primarily. Because we believe that the child was taken across state lines, we're going to consult with the U.S. Attorney and the local prosecutor to see where the best avenue for prosecution is. I want to give a thank you to the Michigan State Police, especially for their participation, Monroe County Sheriffs, the Taylor Police, FBI, ATF, all out here at the scene and all worked collaboratively to bring this child back safely.
How many cities did this chase take us through?
I don't know, but probably a dozen or maybe 20. I don't know.
Does the Trafficking and Exploitation Task Force, does that lead us to believe what motive may have been in this?
No, they in addition to human trafficking cases, they also are involved in cases that have to do with kidnapping or taking a child against their will. So almost every time we issue an Amber Alert in Detroit, we engage that task force for their assistance, especially when there's a kidnapping involved. So don't read into that.
And there was a weapon found inside the vehicle, right? Can you describe that for us?
I believe there's a knife that was recovered inside the vehicle. It probably hasn't been taken out yet, but and again, like I mentioned before, there was a knife mentioned in the crime that was reported overnight. Don't know if it's the same knife or different. But
so was there not a gun involved in this then?
I don't have any indication that there was a gun involved, no.
And has the mom been reunited with the baby?
I'm sorry, was that the mother inside the car?
It was not the mother. She was an associate of the individual who was in custody. So,
we know she was given different names. Have you actually figured out who she is?
We believe we have identified her, but we'll fingerprint her and make sure.
Yeah.
Did the suspect resist after the accident, or was he
that I'm not sure of.
pretty much give it up? Or?
It seemed like he was in custody in handcuffs. I don't know how much level of resistance there was. I wasn't at the scene.
And was he taken to the hospital?
He was taken to the hospital, and he's under arrest as a police prisoner.
And what about the woman that was in the car?
She's also under arrest, initially for kidnapping, and then we'll determine what level of involvement she had in that.
And what about mom? The mom of the 2-year-old, has she been reunited with the baby yet?
She has not yet. She will be soon. We know where she is. We have detectives that are in contact with her, so we'll take care of that.
The 2-year-old, just the 2-year-old, but were you able to see the 2-year-old? And if you were able to see the 2-year-old, what do your officers say about the way she was reacting to the situation?
I don't necessarily know that there was much of a reaction. I don't necessarily know that a 2-year-old would know. I don't believe she was crying. No.
Does the possibility
for this thing yet?
No.
Does the possibility of that 2-year-old being in that vehicle change the way that police chase after that vehicle?
Certainly. And like I mentioned before, police pursuits are a very dangerous activity. And we have to weigh the pros and cons of chasing. When you start talking about a kidnapping of a child and a child is in danger, it becomes difficult to make a determination as to how aggressively to pursue the vehicle. We didn't know that the child was in the vehicle for certain until the vehicle was stopped. We couldn't see the child in the car. Fortunately, the child was not injured. I think as we were pursuing the vehicle, the belief was that the 2 adults were the ones inside the car.
Do you know how?
I know that sounds almost, the fact that they would lead a kid on a chase begs the question whether or not they care about the safety of the child, but you know if they were in the car?
I don't know that anybody that kidnaps a child cares so much about the safety of the child, but
Do you know
I don't
where?
know if there's a car seat involved. No,
Do you know where he ditched the trailer?
we don't yet.
You don't know where he ditched the trailer. And who spotted the vehicle? Was it
Police officers.
police officers
Yes,
on the lookout?
On the freeway, yes.
Okay.
That's one of the advantages of the Amber Alert is that we get information out quickly, statewide or nationwide if we need to.
Deputy Chief, can you explain to us what happens here at this scene moving forward?
This scene, we have some accident reconstructionists from the state police that are coming out, and they will, take measurements and photographs, and we'll turn the vehicles upright and clean them up, and that's really all that takes place at this scene from this point forward. There won't be a whole lot. The rest of it will be investigation that detectives will have to do some interviews and consult with prosecutors.
And again, it's being turned over to which task force?
SEMTAC, Southeastern
All right, there
Michigan
you have it.
Trafficking and Exploitation of Crimes Task Force.
Okay, that's a
FBI
mouthful.
task force.
All right, great.
All right.
Thank you.
It's a task force with the FBI. So we have a conglomerate of 18 organizations who are mainly responsible for the exploitation of children and human trafficking. So due to the interstate travel, we're going to be taking a look at it and discussing the matter.
I lost you just there, but it sounds like
And you do know that he went across state lines into Ohio? He did. Wow. What made him come back?
We know that was he looking for refuge there? Did he have relatives, families? We know anything about that?
You'll be checking all that out, of course, I'm sure. All right, and your name and your title.
Sure, Supervisory Special Agent Mike Lennon with the FBI.
All right.
Again, once
Thank you.
to get a positive identification, so she will be going through fingerprinting and that sort of stuff. So once we have that information, we'll know further exactly what